A very good morning, students. On last turn, I had explained the second last stanza of the poem, A Thing of Beauty. And today, as I told you on last turn, that I will be finishing this poem on next turn. So let's start with the last stanza, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms. And such too is the grandeur of the domes we have imagined for the mighty dead, all lovely tales that we have heard or read. An endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from the heavens brink. So, in this poem, a few new words have been used in this stanza also, like grandeur means high rank or socially important, a person or a thing which is socially important or keeps some importance in the society. Mighty, enormous means who is capable to sort out all the problems. And then immortal is the word which we use for a thing which never dies. Okay, brink, last word is brink, that means age of something. Age means the last area of a surface. So let's begin the explanation of the poem. Rich with sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms. The poet further carries on with the description of the more beautiful things present on earth. So, in each line of this poem, the poet has focused on the importance of beauty on earth. So, the poet, through this poem, he wants to convey a message that people, those who are facing problems, tensions, and struggle in life, they should never give up. They should look them around themselves, and they should see that so much there are so many things which are very beautiful. There is beauty on this earth, and we cannot ignore this beauty. So the beautiful things which are present on earth, they allow us and they inspire us to live on the earth, and such as the beautiful musk roses. Roses are those roses which have such a nice fragrance that keeps the mind calm and fresh. Then the poet describes the tales of the mighty warriors. Mighty warriors, those who are very brave, and they fought many battles. So about them also the poet has talked in this poem, who laid their lives for their countries or for humanity. They fought against corruption, they fought against evil practices, they fought against evils, and they saved their country and its people. So, here poet describes many beautiful tales of these mighty warriors. Then he says that these beautiful things are the gifts from God to us, and God has blessed them all so that they flourish and grow rapidly on the earth. They are like a nectar. Nectar means, you know what is nectar? That attracts butterflies towards it, and that is present in the flowers. So he says they are like a nectar, these beautiful things given by God to us, and these are those beauties which are immortal. Means this, the beauty of flowers never comes to its end. They never end. People come and go, but they remain same at same places, and never end, and give us a reason to live happily on earth despite having so many sorrows and tensions in our life. So, here we end this poem today, and we know that from the beginning, from the first stanza till last, the poet has described about beauty, the beauty of earth, the beauty of this planet. People, they want to get rid of their life. They think that we will leave this world, we will die, we will kill ourselves. But they suppose not to think about such things, because the God who is our creator, who has sent us on this earth, he has sent us with some purposes. All the men and women, they have come on the earth with some purposes. Their purposes do not end until God call them back. So they have to fulfill their duties on earth. They should never think about giving up. So here this poem is an inspirational poem, especially for those who are facing problems and who have some sort of problems in their life. So the poet here tries to convey a message that people should be positive and they should think about the beauty of earth. Okay, so here we end this poem. On next turn I'll just make you write question answer of this poem. So I just in your homework I'll give you list the things of beauty mentioned in the poem, means how many things which make this earth beautiful. You have to list out all those things, and then you have to list the things that causes suffering and pain on earth. So those things also you have to mention in second question. On next turn we'll finish the question answers of this poem. Like this chapter will end, finish, and we'll move towards next chapter. So write down the poem explanation, and especially now this poem has finished, so you have to write the summary of the poem. Okay, so write down this. Keep yourself ready for your half yearly exam. Anytime you may be given dates. Okay, so be at home and be happy. Goodbye.